Gordon, cast your mind back to the first press conference.
I am very, very proud. I'm proud myself, but also my family are proud of me being able to become the Scotland manager. Through my wife and my mother and grandchildren, children, and friends are very proud. So it shows you how important the Scotland job is. And so it's a great day for me to do this. This is, it's probably 40 years in the making, this, to get to here. And I know there'll be rough times, but I hope there's going to be good times as well.
You said there'll be some rough times ahead, but hopefully some good times too. The good times, mercifully, have outweighed the rough times so far.
To be fair, the rough times come quicker than I thought. But you've got to take a smart, you might as well take it early. And the friendly game, fine, we got on with that. And then we didn't have much time together. Then we did 2 games that come up. And the game wasn't right for me and the players. The whole thing was wrong. We got off to a bad start, and I've got to say the first half hour was easily the worst that I've ever managed, played and seen in my life. And just because there was a period after 15 minutes, it's that bad it can't get any worse. Wrong, it did get worse for the next 10 minutes. And we got in the lead, and then it kind of went pear-shaped with different things. And funny enough, that's what can happen in international football, a bit of indiscipline and you've got a problem. And then the first time I ever had to deal with this is I've always dealt games back to back, but nowhere a group of players who didn't really have a system to fall back on and who to pick, so that game came too quick with us in Serbia. But since then we've settled down and we feel we're more like a club side now, and even when we've been beaten we always look like we're a side who knows what's going on. We always look like a side who's got a chance of winning, and even winning in Norway we didn't play too well. We tried something different, that we still win the game. So since the first couple of games we've got better. I've got to know the players better. They've got to know me better and the staff, because I hope we change the staff as well with Stuart and Mark and myself.
Just touch on them for a minute. You'd never coached with either before.
No.
You'd never really known Stuart that well before you appointed him. What have they brought to the dynamic, and how much has it been as you expected, or how surprised have you been by just the marriage between the three of you?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it, and that was, and it's fresh for me, and I hope it's fresh for their lads, because I think when you get to my age, if you brought the same kind of the group together again that I've worked well my years in football and the management side, it becomes a bit stale. I'm not saying the guys I work with are terrific guys, but I just felt like it's a new job. I want to take this job. I know it's got to be hard. Is there any ideas that I've been missing? I didn't want to leave any stone unturned. I wanted Mark and Stuart to make me think, and they've been good for me, and hopefully I've been good for them. And the players seem to like them. Mark is easy. I've known Mark for 30 odd years, but never worked with him in a coaching sense. He's intelligent, far too intelligent at times, and
he's a dietitian as well.
And he's a dietitian. You wouldn't think it, but he's a dietitian. He is very intelligent, too, and as I say, too intelligent for his times. You can even confuse himself. But good with everybody in the backroom staff. Stuart, I wanted a younger man who wanted to learn at the same time as helping us. I think we've got the right fella in him. I just hope we're not working him too hard. We tend to forget that when we finish the games, we go back. He's got to go right in the train next again day and get back with his family. So I hope the hard work that he's putting in, the hours he's putting in, will benefit him and Scotland in the next few years.
Going back to almost a year ago again, you said you want the squad and the staff to give something back to the country.
Aye.
What do you think they've given back already, and how much more do we have to do?
Well, a spring in the step, but people say, well, what's the best part of the job? It's quite simple. You've been there yourself. When we win a game of football, that dressing room, after it, when we all get together, yourself, medical staff, coaching staff, players, anybody that goes with us, anybody that's participating in the group, we're in there and we look at the players enjoying themselves, and we get that back from them. It radiates, and it's priceless. You know, there's no money can buy that. And then you go from there, and then you meet people as you come back in the airport. They're delighted for you. Then you meet other people, and I go around Britain any Scotsman come up and they're delighted. So that what you can actually do is make a nation happy. We can do that with sport, and I'm past the times of doing anything for myself in terms of I want to win trophies and things like that. You just at this point now just want to make players better and your squad better. Yeah, I've also said you can make a whole nation happy. You can make them unhappy as well, I know that. But you're funny enough, the unhappy bits is when you get the good bits, you completely forget about the unhappy bits.
So you're past doing things for yourself, but how much happier are you in this job now to, when you were maybe out of work, you're on the training pitch, you're there for the double sessions. How reinvigorated has this job made
I've
you
got
as a
to say
coach?
to you, I don't know if we were together when I was outside football, but I can laugh and joke and enjoy myself out with football, and I can do the same in it. I've got a kind of nice level to life. I don't have to be in football, but when I'm in it, I absolutely love it. I love working with people, but I can easily go away from it and work with my family, and I get great enjoyment for that. Also, when I was out, I still work in television, with TV. I'm still involved in football and football people. And as far as I'm concerned, life's all about enjoying yourself. And I seem to be laughing when I was outside football. I probably laugh even more when I'm inside it because football people are terrific characters. So it's given me the chance to enjoy myself both ways. But the thing that I like doing best in life is coaching. So it gives me a bit of that again.
What's been your favourite goal?
I think there have to be, as a coach, when you try and work on something for 2 or 3 days and it comes together. And I think the first goal against Croatia, it was everything we'd worked on. And you can work on things as a coach, but if the players have not got the desire and ability to see it through, then it's a waste of time. And our players had the desire and ability and intelligence to keep in what we were saying to them, and the goal was perfectly worked for what we'd been trying to do 4 days previous.
The nation are happy.
Yeah.
Media are happy. You've got a constant companion wherever you go in football. What's Leslie's take on it?
She must know we're doing too well because I've not been sulking for a while. She knows now when to leave me when I'm sulking. It's best just leaving me when I'm sulking and leave me in a room with a cup of tea. But it's not been like that for a while. And it's fine because she's actually passed the mantle over watching games, because she's watched loads of games with me for the last 20 odd years. She's passed the mantle over my grandson now. So she doesn't have to come and watch games of football and look like she's interested just to keep me happy. So the mantle's been passed over to my grandson. So life's alright with her.
It does get intense for that 10-day period. The players have their box sets in between training sessions, etc. You and Mark McGee have a way of unwinding on planes, etc. Who is the Scrabble champ?
Well, I think he's definitely most intelligent, but he's lucky at times actually. To get gorillas and get 123 points, that's some gone by the way, gorillas. Considering I was in the lead by about 100 points and the last thing he put down was gorillas, which is the way we spend our Saturday night sometimes. It's great because if you'd asked us 30 years ago what we'd been doing on a Saturday night, it'd be local pub, nightclub dinner. Now we're sitting playing Scrabble in front of the telly watching X Factor. But we set a standard, but if we're asking the players to behave themselves, we've got to set a standard. But it's good. I like meeting up with the lads. I think it's been good for me at this period in my life. It allows me to do everything I want to do. But the most important thing is know what's good for me. It's making sure we win games to make the nation happy, and to qualify for the next tournament. We have to get better. We have to get better.
What are you looking forward to most in 2014?
Celebrating the dressing room. That's it. If you gave me, that'd be what I was after in 2014. More celebrations in the dressing room.
Perfect.
And obviously that's the
right
time.
On cue.
That's the
right
time
on
to
cue.
go.